Hello. Aloha, friends from Hawaii. Hawaii, Aloha, Fiji, Hawaii, on Mariana Islands, Iokwe, Islands, Yorana, Tahiti, Aloha, Gita, Papua New Guinea, Aloha, Vanuatu, Eora, New Zealand, Yorana, Tahiti, Yorana, Islands, Ma'ololei, the Kingdom of Tonga, and Talofa from the islands of Samoa. Well, it is good to be back with everybody. Yep, we're here in Long Beach, California, where I'm at. There's a lot of rain. Yeah, so be careful out there. And everybody, it's good to be with all of you. And again, this is the School Talk Story with Dr. T, as well as the Ukulele Dad program. And I'm going to post up here just the information so you can find your music because we're going to do ukulele class here in a minute. But again, thanks to everybody for joining us, and we appreciate your support. And again, this show is brought to you by, I'm going to put that up here too, the National Pacific Islander Education Network, also known as NPINE. That's NPIEN, everybody. Yeah. Yeah, take a look at that. They are the sponsors of this program. And again, Iokwe from the Marshall Islands. We're going to be featuring the Marshall Islands today on this program. So start looking for your ukulele, everybody, because some of you have a tendency to lose it. So keep looking, and we will continue here with a few talk story and some announcements before we start playing. Well, let me get some pictures here. The Marshall Islands, let me show you here in a minute. Yep, there they are. And here is the flag of the Marshall Islands, everyone. Very nice. But the Marshall Islands are independent of the United States. They are a sovereign nation due to the Compact of Free Association with the United States, also known as the COFA. Some of you may have heard that before. The Marshall Islands are located in Micronesia. There are 29 coral atolls and 5 islands. The capital of the Marshall Islands is Majuro, and they do speak the Marshallese language as well as English over there. And the people are 95.6% Marshallese, 1.1% Filipino, and 3.3% others. Population of over 42,000. Their currency, they use the US dollar. John Marshall was an English explorer. And again, that's who the islands were named after. The Marshalls were under German rule for a while, Japanese rule, and then U.S. rule during World War II. In 1979, they gained their independence. And some of the main industries of the Marshalls are fishing and agriculture. But yeah, they were a Spanish colony until 1898, then under the government of the Philippines. So very, very interesting. And yep, aloha to you, Grandmaster Ong. Always good to see you. And my friend Mr. QB lives in Costa Mesa, California. And Mr. QB is from the Marshalls. He is an excellent translator of the Marshallese language. And yeah, I got to make sure I contact Mr. QB because I'm going to be at Orange Coast College in Costa Mesa pretty soon. So got to let him know. But that, my friends, is Again, the Marshall Islands, and that's what they look like. Very beautiful. Huh? Wow. Yep, they look great. Now, Grandmaster Ong, hang in there because we've got a few announcements. So this is where the people start disappearing. I guess I don't blame them, huh? But got to do the announcements because we have some sponsors for this show. So here we go, everybody. Just kind of hang in there. And let me share a few things with you. So some of you have seen before, this is the N Pine website, okay? And right here, we're going through some highlights of our recent conference that was held in San Diego, California. And then here's some of our highlights as well about N Pine, some of our speakers we've had in the past. Yep, a lot of stuff to learn there, okay? But let me go to this particular page. Again, just a reminder, because you golfers are very slow, that the 13th annual golf course tournament is coming up. And just please click on here to register. It is March 27th through April 20th. It can be played anywhere. So no excuse, everybody. You can play it anywhere in the world. Okay. Just want to again recognize some of our sponsors. Our lists are growing, especially here in the prize sponsor list. Very good. But take some time again to register. And as I mentioned, we're also looking for sponsors. Yeah, this is another nice flyer that, yeah, that's very nice. Miss Joy created that one. Very, very nice. Okay. Good job, Joy. So that is the golf tournament I wanted to share with you. And then another thing I wanted to share, we are looking for board members to join the N Pine board. So we're looking for students, grades 11, 12, and college students, and then anybody that wants to serve. So let me show you this particular link. So if you come here, you'll get more information, and then you can come here and actually apply to become a board member, everybody. So we look forward to having you. All right. I think I've gone through all that. Yeah, nothing really new here. So again, take a look at our website. Get yourself an N Pine t-shirt. Make sure you order from C's Candy. You can help us out. Melaleuca is another way, and then you can give us your car. All right. So finally, our final announcement here. Yeah, tonight we'll be at the Ohana Hawaiian Barbecue in the city of Lakewood, California, at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So we will be streaming that on Zoom. So let us know if you're interested. But yep, that is our class. So come tonight and learn how to play the ukulele. The Falana'i Ala guest speaker and mentoring program. We need more schools, so please sign up here. If you're a speaker, also let us know. The deadline is next week. Yeah. Okay. So some other interesting things here. Medical and mental health clinic. Yeah, here we've got workshops for small businesses. Yeah, I enjoyed being at the Black History Month celebration at the LA County Office of Education. A lot of fun. Yeah, that's the choir from LACSA, the LA County High School for the Arts. We even sang Lift Every Voice and Sing. Great. Yeah, that's everybody on the committee there, even our famous superintendent. Yeah, there's Pam Gibbs. She's famous too. All right. So what else? Yeah, this is what I was looking for the e-news. So let's go to e-news. So all N Pine members should receive a copy of this, but let us know if you're not. But again, recently we celebrated Valentine's, President's Day. I mentioned the golf tournament. And then the Falana'i Ala guest speaker and mentor program. Yeah, this is our Enpine staff member, Elapise, also known as Pise. She was the MC for the State of the College at Long Beach City College. Good job. Yeah, I think we mentioned this last time, but our Pac Biz mixer, we celebrated Dr. King, and then our Fresh Wave race, Seas Candy t-shirt, and sharing Aloha. So come down here, a lot of good information related to immigration, so make sure you take a look. I think this one is new, so let me pull this one up. Yeah, this one is new. It's a Know Your Rights fact sheet. Okay, so there's some things that you can read there. All right, and we'll start up again with Aloha music and mindfulness because we were off this Monday because of the holiday. And I did mention that tonight we've got our ukulele class. Yep, thank you, David Brown, for hosting us on School Talk or hosting us on LA Island Radio. Here's some new information related to measles. And then in San Diego County, a county psychiatric facility. And note our new members here. Yeah, no new birthdays said. I don't know what happened. All right, everybody. But that is it for the announcements. And yeah, maybe too much for you. But again, please join with us. Thank you, Grandmaster Ong. It's always great to see you, too. All right. Well, it's time for ukulele class, everybody. So let me come right over here and make sure you're looking for your instrument. We're going to do the soprano ukulele, and then we'll do the baritone as well, everybody. So get out your instruments. All right. So the song that we've been working on for this particular class is the Lava song. So this will be the third week. So I'm sure everybody has memorized it by now. Right? Yep. Here's the Lava song. This is version number 3. So I think last week we did, yeah, I think we did verses 3 and 4 last week. We've done 1 and 2. Yeah, 3 and 4. So yeah, so let's try yeah, we'll try 3 and 4 again today, okay? We've got a page turn, so you can work on your page turning skills. Okay. But let us review again our chords for the soprano ukulele. So those of you that didn't make it last week, and this is the ukulele. We hold it right about here. Then we strum with our right hand. You can use your fingers, your thumbs, several fingers. Then you use your left hand to put on the instrument. So this is finger 1 on the left hand, 2, 3, and 4. These are the frets 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So let us review our chords one more time. So the first chord that we have is the C chord. Again, everybody, your third finger goes on string 4, fret 3, everybody. Third finger is on string 4, fret 3. So let's play it. Here we go. Third finger, string 4, fret 3. Good. And if you'll remember last time we did the D chord. So you're on fret 2. You can put your second finger all the way across, or you can put your first, second, and third finger. I usually use my second because my fingers are big, okay? So again, second finger all the way across, or 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, that's a little harder for me because my fingers are big. And then finally, everybody, is the G chord, okay? So first finger, string 2, second is on string 4, and third is on string 3. 1, 2, and 3, if you see that there. Okay, so let's try it. First finger string 2, second string 4, third string 3. All right. So let us play verse 3. So we're on the G, then we go to D, then we go to C, and then we go to G, and then G, D, I'm sorry. All right, so let's do verse 3 and then the chorus, and then we'll do verse 4 on the old baritone, okay? Good. Okay. G, 5, 6, 7, and rising from the sea below stood a lovely volcano looking all around, but she could not see him. He tried to seem to let her know that she was not there alone, but with no lover and someone so gone. He filled the sea with his tears and watched his dreams disappear as she remembered what his song to her. Chorus. I have a I I wish that your sky above would send me someone to love. Okay, good. So let your soprano ukulele rest there. So remember the soprano, the strings are my dog has fleas, G, C, E, A. Now, we're going to take a look at the baritone ukulele. So again, the baritone ukulele, we have the C and then the D and then the G. But if you look up at the top, remember it says G, C, E, A is for the soprano. But for the baritone, we have D, G, B, and E. All right. So let's pull out the old baritone. There we go. Baritone's much bigger too. So we have D, G, B, E. D, G, B. My dog has fleas. All right, so it's a little different on the baritone, everybody. So let's take a look at our chords for the baritone. First, it's the baritone C. So your first finger, as you can see there, is on string 1, and second is on, I'm sorry, first finger is on string 3, and then your second is on string 1. So that is the C chord for the baritone. It is just like the F chord for the soprano. So again, first finger string 3, second finger string 1. It's a C. Yeah. Sounds different. All right, next we have the D chord, which really looks just like a G on the soprano, okay? So first finger string 1, string 2, second string 4, and third is on string 3, okay? So let's try the D. First finger string 2, second string 4, second is on string 4, and third is on string 3. Yeah, I gotta make a note because I wrote that down wrong, okay? I'm sure none of you ever make mistakes, right? So let's try that again. First is on string 2, second string 4. All right, so second, is on string 4, and then your third is on string 3. Yeah, so let me fix that there. Okay, so that's your D. And then finally, hopefully we got this one right. That is your G. So the G is probably the simplest of all of them on the baritone. Third finger is on string 4, fret 3. Okay. So let's try it. Third finger, string 4, fret 3. Yeah. Now let's go to verse 4 in our song, everybody. The lava song. So we're going to again start off with a G. We're going to go to D. So again, we start off with C. Start off with G. And then after that, we go to D. All right, so let us do it again. So here we go, verse 4, starting off on G. 5, 6, here we go. They so happy. They say, I have time I have a dream. I have all right, everybody, we did it. Yeah, that is the lava song on the baritone as well as on the soprano. So keep practicing. Yep, you're doing great. All right, and I gotta make that note there for my correction. Well, good, everybody. We now are going to take a look at some talk story here. And let me go to our chart because I finally found it. I had lost it there for a while. Let me see. Here it is. Yeah, good. So remember, everybody, we have the green, yellow, orange, and red levels. So let me just review those with you. Green means we are confident and ready to go. Okay. Yellow means we are tense and worried. So again, we all have stresses every day. So it is normal to have some yellow. Now, orange, we are exhausted and we just don't feel very good. We are ill. So beware of orange. And then finally, everybody, we have the red level, which means we are hopeless and overwhelmed. So let me see. I have somewhere here in this chat. Oh, maybe I don't have it yet. Yeah, let me put that up here in the chat for everybody. Okay, yep, here we go. So there's an organization called Cal Hope. And what you can do is they have a live chat. So you can actually go on their website and have a live chat with them. They have an 833 number you can call. 415 are my friends at the Pacific Islander Wellness Initiative. Try that number. And if you are in the red zone, especially, maybe the orange, dial 988. 988 is what we call the lifeline. And again, they will really help you out a lot. Any of those numbers will, but if you're really feeling desperate, call 988, everybody. Well, let me share some thoughts with you, and then we're going to play another song here for you. We don't want to do too much talk story all the time. All right. But let me see here. Today's topic, everybody, we're going to talk about perfectionism. So sometimes we feel a lot of stress because we think that we are perfect or need to be perfect. Yeah. Imagine that, everybody. Okay. Yeah, let me bring up the Marshall Islands again. So keep in mind the following, everybody. We are not perfect in everything. I said, wow, is that the truth? Yep, it is true. So we are not perfect in everything. We may think we are a failure for our efforts, or we may think that we're not good enough. But again, we are not going to get everything perfect all the time. So you need to increase what we call our self compassion. And then we have to decrease our perfectionism. So, yeah, those are some things you can work on there. So, here's some things to again be aware of. Become aware of your perfectionism, your thoughts, your feelings, and actions. And then challenge these thoughts, feelings, and actions. And accept any of your mistakes as a part of life. Imagine that, huh? Don't fear making mistakes, everybody. Yeah. And then develop self compassion, accept and love yourself, and include your imperfections and mistakes as a part of life. Yeah. Yeah. Imagine that, everybody. So the bottom line is forgive yourself, everybody. You can do it. All right. Well, that was our thought for today. And then I've got another thought, and then we're going to do our 50 ways to take a break because we always need those. So I'm going to move away here from our friends in the Marshalls. There's their beautiful flag. But this is a song, and it comes to us from Walt Disney's movie called Aladdin. Yeah. So here we go, everybody. Here we go. Aladdin by Alan Menken. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over sideways and under, on the magic carpet ride, a whole new world, fantastic point of view. Want to let us know, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming a whole new dazzling sun never knew, but when I got here, it's crystal clear. And now I'm sound soaring. I'm a shooting star. I've come so far. I can't go back with my knees. I'll just time to spare. Share the home with you. With you, just one thing more when it- All right, everybody, we did it. A whole new world. Yeah, I wonder why this keeps saying to knock. I don't think we can knock. All right, everybody. Well, let us go on to the next part of our program, which is 50 ways to take a break. So here we go, everybody. Here's your 50 ways. This is what our chart looks like. So this time today we have the following. Number one, to eat a meal. Yep, that'll help us relax. Just don't get carried away there. Try to eat nutritious foods if you can. Second is go for a run. Yeah, I did that this morning. I felt really good. The old endorphins. You feel good. Yeah, I normally run at the Dills Park in the city of Paramount, California on Thursdays. This is the third Thursday. They have a dirt trail, a lot of mud right now. So I said, well, let me run closer to home. So I went down to the Lakewood Y, parked my car, and then I stretched out there. Then I ran over Hartwell Park. Then I came back and I uh, did some exercises at the gym and wrote in my journal and came home. So the next one for taking a break is to take a bicycle ride. Yeah. Yeah, I ride a bike sometimes. I do a lot of stationary bike, but yeah, it's again the same thing. You feel the endorphins and you feel very, very good and relaxed. So you can do it. And when you're in good shape, you feel better too. Now, let me see. We've got another song. And this one, I believe this is from Mr. Rogers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Let me find it. It is called It's You I Like. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Here we go. Okay. Five, six, here we go. It's you I like, not the things you wear. It's not the way that you do your hair, but it's you I like, the way you are like that, way down deep inside you, not the things that hide you, not your toys, they're just beside you. It's you I like, every part of you, your skin, your eyes, your face. Oh, I hope you'll remember It's you find life. It's you yourself. It's you. It's you. I like. It's you. I look every part of you. Skin, objects, your feeling. Oh, I hope that you'll remember even when you're feeling blue. And it's you I like. It's you yourself. It's you. It's you I like. It's you. You I like. Hey, hey. Good job, everybody. Good. Now, we are down to the last part of our program, everybody, and it is called School Talk. But before I do that, I wanted to recognize that this is time of the Lunar New Year. It is the year of the horse. Yeah, imagine that. So, again, everybody remember that. I was born in 1960, the year of the metal rat. Yeah, how about that? But let me see here. This is another time I wanted to recognize our friends at the Holy Innocents Parish School in Long Beach, California. And many of you know they had a very difficult situation there where someone vandalized their school plus the meeting hall, which is where the church has their mass. So very, very, very sad. But I had an opportunity to meet there and meet with the staff, and many others have again supported them, provided monetary donations. But good news, the students from the Holy Innocents Church, these were the seniors, I think there were about 7 to 9 of them, they went to Rome, and guess who they met? They met Pope Leo. Imagine. So he again offered them a blessing. What a great, great thing for all of them to do. So, again, very happy for our friends there at the Holy Innocents School there in Long Beach. And let me see here. And I think I shared with you in e-news. Yeah, I think I did that already. Just some things related to immigration. But let me do that one more time so you can take a look. All right. So we go to the Facebook group here, and let me share screen. I've got to move the chat there because sometimes you can't see it. But again, here's our friend Pisa and her family, a nice family there. So here's e-news. So just go there and again, come down here to this section. Information about immigration from Asian Americans, advancing justice, the California Department of Education, the Los Angeles County Office of Education, as well as the state of California. So let me share the following information, which came from the Association of California School Administrators, ACSA. They wanted to share this information. So basically, what it says here, school principals across the United States say immigration enforcement is creating fear in schools. Almost 2/3 of U.S. public high school principals report that students from immigrant families are missing school due to increased immigration enforcement happening in communities across the nation. Yep, you can imagine that. It's very scary for the people out there. And so this was again part of a UCLA Institute for Democracy, Education, and Access study that compiled this information. And they surveyed more than 600 high school principals in the summer of 2025. And the research, which draws also on interviews with 49 of the principals, provides a timely and detailed portrait of the broad impact of immigration enforcement. So, John Rogers, who's the director of the UCLA IDEA and lead researcher of the project, he's also an education professor. He said the widespread nature of harmful impact and deep level of concern are alarming, he said. As one principal told us, fear is everywhere. And again, a summary of the findings, more than half of the principals reported that immigrant parents and guardians left the community during the school year. More than one third, 35.6% of U.S. public high schools experienced incidents of bullying directed toward students from immigrant families. And so more than three-fourths of the principals report that they have created a school plan to respond to visits from federal agents. So I will also share this study later on the NPine webpage as well, and then we'll put it in our school news. But again, everybody, it is very, very, very sad what is occurring out there because we want our schools to be safe havens for everyone. But again, positive thoughts and prayers for all of you in the schools. And I am convinced that eventually Aloha will win here, everybody. So again, Aloha is what we all need. Speaking of Aloha, we have on Mondays the Aloha Music and Mindfulness Show. It comes on at 11 to 11:15 Pacific time on Mondays, so please join us, everybody. And let me see what else we have here. Yeah, tonight we are, as was mentioned, we're going to have our ukulele class, so we look forward to that. And that'll be at 6 p.m. at the Ohana Hawaiian Barbecue in the city of Lakewood. Well, let me finish up with our final Aloha song, everybody. And again, it is good to see all of you. And as we always say, take some aloha to the world. We need more, especially now in these very, very difficult times that we live in, everybody. All right, here we go. So let's see. The Marshall Islands, they say Iokwe is how they say hello. And to say goodbye, they also say Iokwe. Here we go. Aloha from Hawaii. Adios from Mariana Islands. Come on. Aloha from the Kipapa. Lukipiu, the Solomon Islands. Aireira, the Cook Islands. Bye from Puerto Aireira from New Zealand. Aotearoa. Meikun from Palau. Mothe from Fiji. Nana from Tahiti. Tata from Vanuatu. And Tumofra from Tuvalu and the islands of Samoa. Good to see everybody. And again, take some aloha to the world. Take care.